Hello, my name's Mel, welcome to my world, and for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm currently turning this Mercedes Sprinter into an off-grid go anywhere, sleep anywhere, it was kind of stealthy, camper van. So if that's something that interests you, then please do consider subscribing to my channel. Now today's video is in response to a question I've had from a long-term subscriber. Now Roger Rabbit, he's been subscribed to my channel for a long time. Sorry if I smile when I say your name, I just think that's brilliant. So Roger Rabbit has asked me, and I quote, "Mel, I'm desperate to know what trim frame used for your rear side windows and how you made it." Now I'm guessing he means the framework that goes around my rear windows, as you can see. So it occurred to me, actually I didn't really make a video about that. So Roger, this is just for you and anyone else that's interested in how I made my side panels. So let's jump on my bed and I'll show you exactly how they're constructed and what they're constructed of. So here we are in the back of the van. Let's have a quick rundown of how I made this lovely framework around my windows. I didn't actually make the framework around the windows came second, the frame came first. But nevertheless, what I did, the first thing I did was try and get this van as wide as possible, and to do that I removed the ribs. I did actually make a video, and I'll put a link across here to that video where I removed the ribs of the van to make it as wide as possible. I wanted to get this bed 6 foot wide across. It's actually turned out to be 6'1", so I'm really pleased with that. So I've removed the ribs. Next thing I need to do is determine the height of the bed, and to determine the height of the bed I used the door runners, the sliding door runners on the inside. Because of those sliding door runners, there are ribs running down the length of the van, and they're the same height each side of the van, because when they build the van they build them left and right hand drive, so Mercedes put these internal panels on the inside both same each side. So I used those to determine the height of the bed, and it just turned out that that is the optimum height for the maximum width. So if you've got a Mercedes Sprinter, use those door runners as a guide for your bed, because any higher than that you start losing width, because the side of the van goes like that. So that was the height of my bed determined. I actually made a little bit of a mistake, because the mattress I brought was 8 inches deep, and which raised the height of the bed, and I lost some width, so I had to lower the bed to make up for the height of the mattress. Don't make that mistake. Bear that in mind, the thickness of your mattress. So that's what I did. I removed the ribs, and then I insulated it using this Dodo thermo mat. It's self-adhesive. I just stuck that straight to the bare metal, and it works really well. I'm really surprised how well this works. Now I don't mind using this thin bit of insulation, because we know once we fit windows, all the insulation just goes out the window, so to speak, pardon the pun. So that's why I just used this thin thermo liner. Plus I didn't want to lose any width for the bed. Right, so now I've insulated it. Next thing I did was to build a frame, and that framework is made out of 30mm by 25mm rough sawn timber, which I brought to do my floor. It was just left over, so it worked out really well, because the 30mm happens to be the right thickness to sit on top of that rib where the sliding door runner goes. So it really worked out quite well, considering it was just left over. So that was my frame made. Next thing I did was to cut out a piece of 3mm ply and cover it with auto carpet. Now this panel I was going to throw away once I'd fitted my windows, because I was going to fit the auto carpet directly on here, but once I fitted my windows I realised the panel was still quite wobbly. It weren't very rigid, so I decided to keep that panel, cut out the aperture and use that panel. It became permanent. Even though it was a bit of old manky 3mm ply that was the original ply lining from the van. But nevertheless, luckily I chose the cleanest parts to use of that one sheet of plywood. So that's how I ended up with that. Now to finish it all off, Kylo made me these lovely curtains, and there's a video for that as well. And I will put a link up here to both videos. I'll put a link to the video for the curtains, and I'll put a link to the video where I cut the ribs out of the van, so you can go back and watch that. And that's pretty much it. And the whole thing is framed off with 3mm cladding. And I've got this cladding from Wickes. It's the best place to buy cladding as far as I'm concerned, because it is nice and smooth. It's not as rough sawn as most places. It's a little bit dearer, but it is definitely the better quality. Definitely, absolutely. Now the other question I got asked a little while ago was about my fairy lights. Where did I get them from? I got those from the pound store. They're simply battery operated. There's a little battery under there. They're not wired to the van. They are literally just battery operated. So I hope that answers that question as well. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, please do consider subscribing, and by subscribing to my channel you help me feed a cat, and I've got two and they're both hungry. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra for now.